Morning, Hugh. What is the plan for today?
Today's plan, I'll take you and Jet out just to see how diverse the Cobourg Peninsula really is. Sensational, diverse. Jet's already fishing, we haven't left the beach yet.
Cobourg Peninsula is accessible via light plane, around a 45-minute flight from Darwin. But you can bring your vehicle. Only 15 cars allowed here at any one time. It's an 8-hour drive, and I've got to tell you, it is worth it. It's a pretty place, Hugh. Why do they call it Record Point?
Well, back in the day, when the British got here, they wouldn't have claimed the land theirs.
Yep.
Their idea back then was to put a bottle, bury a bottle at Record Point with like coins in there stating the date and when they're actually here, just in case they had to prove it to the you know, French or Dutch if they arrived.
Yep.
They could dig it up saying, here, we were here first.
There you go, and hence there was a record of the fact they were here.
Funny thing is, it's never been found. When they came back to retrieve it, couldn't find it.
Ooh.
Hugh's going to teach me how to throw his cast net, but I'm going to put a bait out as well, because you never know your luck. Nice one, Hugh.
Thanks, buddy. Few mullet.
Whiting, mullet, crab.
Rightio, Jet, this is how you throw a cast net, mate. Gather all the rope up like this,
Yep.
hold it at the top of the net, grab one big clump in about the middle of the net. Then we want to go to the bottom.
Run!
Hey. Oh.
Woo!
Whoa!
Oh, there goes my mullet!
What do you got, mate?
Queenie.
Beauty. Yeah, I'll pull him. How good's that? Catching off the beach, eh?
Off the beach?
Yeah. That's a good sized fish off the beach, isn't it?
Very nice.
Interesting fact, crocodiles survived the mass extinction of the dinosaur and in one form or another have paddled around these waters for over 220 million years.
We've got the bait, now we're going to go find some jacks in one of my favourite little holes.
So I'm getting a touch here, but I've got a really big bait on. So I'm just free spooling, letting the fish take it down properly. If I stop that, I can feel he's still pulling. So I'll let him take some more line. Lots of activity here, the tide's just starting to build.
Oh, my mullet's on the surface.
Yeah, it's all going nuts here. It's going to happen.
Watch my mullet, look at it. Oh, that's a better fish.
Oh, he's got me in the snag. Got him out. Got him out. Oh, just got to pull him across the side. Now look at that, he's going for that snag, Jet.
That could mean it's a barra.
It's got some weight.
Yes, I'm on.
Good boy.
Oh, I got hit hard off the surface.
Good boy, you kid. What do we got here? I reckon it's a jack. A jack or a golden? It's a jack.
Big jack. Oh, that's a nice jack.
Beautiful mangrove jack. Look at that.
Oh,
Jetty.
that's a good jack.
That is a sensational jack, and he ate a whiting, mate. To give you an idea, the whiting wasn't much smaller than him. Now, you love jacks, don't you?
I love them. One of my favourite fish.
Yeah, what do you love about them?
I love how aggressive they are, and I just reckon they look prehistoric. Like, look at these teeth.
Yeah, they are prehistoric beauties, and as you can see, they never ever give up. The mangrove jack, beautiful aquarium fish, magnificent fish when it comes to eating too. I'm gonna let this one go, because they're just too good to catch once.
And I just lost one.
You did, mate. Better luck next time. It's a big jack, going back. There you go, mate. Happy days.
Oh, yeah, God save the queen.
Oh, you're in trouble. Just wind, just wind. Just wind.
It's a good jack, eh?
You got him. You got it. It's a good jack. I can see it.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jet, I love it.
Maybe the God Save the Queen trick doesn't work 100% of the time when there's a few snags.
Have you got a bend in your rod?
Yeah.
Now, you may have heard Jet say, God save the Queen, when that float went under, and that's because he's pulled the hooks on a few fish. He's a bit excited. So I said, Jetty, as soon as the float goes under,
Jack.
just say, God save the Queen and strike. Now, I hate to say it, Jet, but Dads are nearly always right. Was I right that time?
Yeah.
I love when a plan comes together. In a few years, we'll have to say, God save the King, but we'll still catch some beautiful mangrove jacks. Two-prong approach on these fish today in relation to rigs. One, ball singing out of a hook. The second, a float. That float literally jams on the leader there, nice and simple. You can then adjust the length of leader below it. I've got a ball sinker to take the bait down, and that is a 6.0 Octopus Gamakatsu. Deadly hook, no need to strike. Let the fish take it down, slowly wind, and you're grinning right there.
I'm getting a bite, God save the Queen. Oh, I got him!
It's working. Well done, buddy. Get him out. Nice.
Oh, there's fish behind. Oh, big
There was
mullet.
something on him, eh? Another big jack, mate. I'll sing him up for you. He just spat up a lot more food than what you had on.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you hold my rod for me, and I'll hold him. And what I love about these hooks, they are literally doing the damage, getting the fish
straight in the corner of the jaw.
corner of the jaw every single time, which is fantastic because you don't really want to keep many of these. Just enough for a special feed, and the rest are going back. And what member of fishes does this family belong to?
The Lou Janet family.
And what can you tell people about Lou Janets?
They're very tough and hardy fish.
Absolutely. You don't mess with Lou Janet. They're the gangsters of the fish world.
We've had to leave the jacks because the tide's coming up, and Hugh reckons this is the spot for some good reefies. Yep.
Oh, yep, that's what you want, Jet. Let him weight it up. That's it, you got him. Good boy, that's a good fish.
Oh, I got him.
Keep the tension on.
That's a shark.
It could be, keep the tension on. Hang on.
Got a big fish on here.
I think big is an understatement, Jetty.
Yeah. I think he was sitting on that.
He was, he's had a few bites. But this is amazing, literally. Been here, what?
3 minutes?
Yeah, not long at all. First bait's in the bottom, Jet's hooked up already. And you
I
had
was getting
bites.
bites from the start. Not big though.
Now what's interesting here, Jet, you actually turned this fish and bringing him up, so.
Yeah, I reckon I've got a lemon shark here.
Yep.
And I'm just lifting him up. He's not doing much. He's just using his weight and his big petrol fins.
So when you say lemon shark, Jet, you've had a few close-up encounters of these things, haven't you?
Yeah, tawny nurse sharks. So I've actually hand-fed a few in the Kimberley.
Pretty cool creatures, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were just coming up, going
They've actually got some pretty gnarly looking teeth.
You turn this thing, mate. Here we go, we're going to see it. Yep,
It's a hammer!
It's a hammerhead, Jetty.
That's a cool shark.
Have you ever caught a hammer?
I have. Not this big though.
That is an epic shark.
Oh, that's a cool shark to
What are
catch.
the coolest sharks on the planet, Jet?
Don't go near
Name
that
them.
anchor rope.
You'll be right. What are the coolest sharks?
Poor beagle, dresser shark, mako, hammer. I
And
reckon.
white.
Yeah.
So I reckon this is in the top 7 sharks of all time for
I reckon
coolest. Look at that.
top 2, top 3.
That is a beautiful, beautiful fish, Jetty. Look at that. How
That's
exciting.
a cool shark. That is sick.
Talk about evolution. Why did evolution decide to give the hammerhead shark eyes on the end of a hammer, mate?
Who knows?
That makes
And
no sense at all.
They've got pulsing signals and stuff in there, in that thing. Then they detect stingrays in the.
They love eating stingrays, don't they?
They love them.
Would you like to try and take a closer look at this thing?
Yeah, let's bring them on the boat.
We'll see if we can. Well, Jetty, any idea what species of hammerhead this is?
I think it's a scalloped hammerhead.
It is a scalloped hammerhead. If you look at his hammer down there, you'll actually see it's got a scalloped edge, like a punch bowl. And the other hammerhead is the greater hammerhead. These things are amazing creatures. They've actually evolved. And if you look at the wing of an aeroplane, it is very, very close to the shape of his head there.
Very aerodynamic.
Very aerodynamic, gives him all the lift he needs to swim. And look at the eye on the end of that hammer. Seriously, if you got really, really drunk, you could not design an animal to look like this, could you?
Boing. You built a house with him.
You could. Absolutely amazing. This is why you go fishing. For a young man to get the chance to see a hammerhead, hold it, touch it, and then put it back.
Yeah.
How many kids do you reckon get this opportunity?
Oh, not many. I'm very lucky.
And Jet, to teach some kids some other stuff about sharks, male or female and why?
Well, I'm pretty sure he's a male and
He's got 2 claspers.
yeah.
Claspers are the technical word. He's got 2 of them. They sit under there. We're going to put this guy back. How lucky are we? Hammerhead shark. Very, very cool. Well, Jet, one of the coolest creatures on the planet. You want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Yeah, you can do the release. You got his tail?
Almost. Wait.
When you're ready. Good boy. When you're ready, mate, just let him go. He'll just
look
cruise
at that
down.
poor fish.
Absolutely amazing.
Oh.
What a beautiful, beautiful creature.
That is so cool.
You are one lucky, lucky lad. Hammerhead shark. I wouldn't have guessed that if I had 100 guesses.
No, neither would I.
That's why I love fishing. Interesting fact, local Aboriginals used to dine on these beautiful oysters on the rocks behind me, and middens, which are piles of the old oyster shells, have been carbon dated to 10,000 BC. Because we've got a short window of opportunity with this tide this afternoon, we're running 2 bait rods, one each. We've got a plastic rod as well. Every now and then we'll put the bait rod in the holder, give the plastic a few casts, and just try as many options as possible.
Len got a hit. Oh, I got him. Oh, it's a good fish.
That is solid.
On the placky.
On the placky, as I said, we're just going to mix it up. We've got a bait rod either side now. There's Jet's turn on the placky. And just what technique we're using, mate?
I just did a nice cheeky little jig and
there you go.
pulled off. I'm hoping this is a trout.
Hope no longer, my friend. Hope no longer.
That's a trout.
Seriously, Jet, how good's that?
That's amazing. They're
Now,
like my favourite free fish.
I know, so I want to ask, you do a lot of time on YouTube researching about fishing, you love it. Just tell me about this little jig head you've got here.
The damselfish. So I was researching about coral trout because they're pretty darn cool. And it said that one of their favourite things to eat is damselfish, and they're a turquoise, green and a blue sort of colour.
Yep.
And you happen to have one of those sort of jig heads in your box, so yeah, I thought it might work for a trouter.
Well, guess what? Damselfish jig heads do the job very, very well. I like the way the boy thinks. Well, it's been an epic session so far today, but we just couldn't go home without casting at these birds and all this bait. There's normally a ton of queenies under them. We're going to try surface lures. This is about the most fun you'll ever have standing up. Oh, here, right here on the boat. Eat it. Oh! Oh, he got smashed. He's on it. He's on it. Yes! Go, Jetty. Oh, they're all over it.
Oh, that was sick.
Well, that took a while, didn't it?
I had like 4 of them.
That is amazing. Very first cast. And Jet, you've nailed it. What, you reckon you saw about 4?
Maybe the same fish, but I definitely had 4 different hits on this.
That's amazing. There's bait everywhere. The water's actually black with fish. That's bait fish. And then you've got all the big predators around it. Jet, the big question, have you had a good day?
I've had a stunner of a day.
And what do you think of this part of the world? Do you love it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is so good. Seriously, Cobourg Fishing Safaris, put a smile on your dial, pop, and put a smile on the face of someone you love as well.
Oh, quick cast!
Oh, I can see him everywhere I'm going.